we're at our Breakfast of Champions. This is June, right?
Yeah.
June Breakfast of Champions, and I'm going to introduce Lacey Dugger. We're just so blessed to have her speak to us because those of us who've been in Neolife for several years, we know it's not real common for a person to get all the way to 7,000 their first year, and Lacey did that in about 6-7 months, so it's tremendous. She has 68 people in her team. One of her legs has 6 people deep. She has, her niece has hit all the way up to 3,200, which is wonderful. And Lacey has had tons of health benefits from the shakes and the Pro Vitality, and she's been able to help a lot of people. Top month, 7,100, and let's give her a huge hand.
Guys, I just want to say thank you for inviting me to your group this morning. This is awesome to be able to share with you guys. So I guess I'll just start. Let you know how I came about Neolife and where my journey started. It was back in October, the end of October. My friend Chandel Thompson, we're both photographers. We decided to do a wedding together, and we took a road trip to Spokane, and she invited me to their shake party that happened to be that night, and I accepted her in night, and I would like history. I was introduced to the product, I got to sample the product, and I was sold. I knew that this was the change that I needed to get my health back under control. I had to wait for payday, so I signed up Friday. The party was on Wednesday, I signed up Friday, and I thought that I would just take the product and wait until I had results to share with anyone that I was doing this. I ended up getting on Facebook immediately that night and making a group and starting to invite all my friends and family to join my journey because I knew it was going to be something awesome. From there, I couldn't stop telling people about Neolife, and I hadn't even taken the product yet. So that's how much I believed in Neolife, the product, the company. I just started. My first shake party was 2 weeks after that. I hosted it with David and Chandel, and it was my niece, Megan. I immediately, as soon as I learned about Neolife, I got her on board, and I'm sending her all of the information that I had learned from the shake party. And I said, you have to do this with me. This is what we need. She jumped on board with me, both feet, and we haven't stopped since. The benefits that I have gotten, I have to refer to my list because they've been subtle changes throughout the 7 months that I've been on the product. But as I reflect back, it's been an amazing transformation. So acid reflux and heartburn, I had pain in my feet and my left hip that kept me awake at night. I couldn't get good rest. I had lost my mom about 9 years ago, and I kind of slipped into a depression, and I was existing. I wasn't living life. I had dizzy spells a lot. That was probably my blood sugar. I wasn't ready to accept that I was probably a diabetic or pre-diabetic, so I never went to the doctor. But I had those dizzy spells that felt a lot like a low blood sugar, high blood sugar, whatever it was. I also had times where I would have a hard time focusing because of those dizzy spells. I had an extreme love for chocolates. Like, I would eat 2 chocolate bars a day. And I'm not talking about the regular size ones. I'm talking about king size, share kind. And I would never share them. So, and coffee. I loved my coffee. But within the first week of taking Neolife shakes and Pro Vitality, I started on the weight loss pack. I noticed immediate changes in the heartburn. I wasn't taking Tums. I didn't have the acid reflux at night. The pain in my feet was gone within about a week. The pain in my hip took a little longer to dissipate, but I'm resting at night and the pain is gone, which is phenomenal. I had that pain for years and I thought it was just going to be how it was going to be. The dizzy spells, totally gone. I'm clear-minded, easily focused. My energy level is amazing, and not to the point that I am bouncing off of the walls and doing crazy marathons. Not yet, anyways. That's my goal. But my husband and I are both more active. We get out and walk or run in the mornings, and we gym, so I'm really excited about that. My hair grows faster than it ever has, and my skin is healthier than it's ever been. So I am absolutely in love with the Neolife products. I know they work, and it's hard for me to not share that with my friends and my family and people I don't even know. You know, when I see a need, I like to share what we have, because we have a gold mine. And once you guys realize what Neolife is for people, and we can portray the information to them, we can educate them, then I think that you'll see your business grow. I was telling Chandel, I don't know what to say to these guys this morning, because honestly, this business has just kind of happened naturally for me. And I don't know if it's because I just in contact with the people that are ready. I don't know, Bob, but I have been very thankful for Neolife coming into our lives. My husband started on the products right after I did, and he has lost 20 pounds. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm down 30 pounds.
Woo!
And I'm still going. Got a little ways
Wow.
to go still to reach my goal.
That's good.
I've lost 35 inches.
Woo!
But my husband has also lost 20 pounds. His joint pain in his knees is gone. And my team members, you mentioned that I have 68 team members. I have had so many testimonies from them saying their diabetes has been helped, their female issues have been helped, their aches and pains are gone. My dad's arthritis in his shoulder is better. He's got more mobility in his shoulder. Lots of them have had weight loss. I've had a couple of my members, they're dealing with anxiety and panic attacks, and those have subsided substantially for them. Bipolar has been helped. What are some others? One of my brothers, he had a logging injury many years ago. Trying to even think, probably 20 years ago. And he's had back surgeries, and so he's been on pain meds for a long time. And we finally got him going on Neolife. And his girlfriend messaged me the other day and said he just realized he went 2 weeks without his pain medication.
Wow.
So that is an amazing testimony to what nutritional health can give for your body. Another one of my brothers, in his first month of being on the weight loss pack, lost 30 pounds,
Woo!
which is unreal.
Wow.
And my first grandbaby, she's a Neolife baby. And I'm so excited to be able to pass this on to the generations in my family. So just to touch base on what you had mentioned earlier about my business, I started I say November because that was my first full month. And from December to January, I doubled my PV from 1569 to 3,907 or 97. Sorry. So even through that time, we were Christmas, craziness, holidays. Our family was getting ready for a move. across the state, and the business just kept growing. And I hit director in February, and then, like Bob said, my biggest month was over 7,000, and that was April, and that's my first month as Emerald Director. And all I can say is Cancun sounds really fun, so I'm trying really hard to get qualified to go to Cancun with the rest of my team. I do have the 68 members. Megan, my niece, is at senior manager level, and like Bob said, she's 6 deep, and she has a senior manager on her team as well. I also have three managers on my team. One of them is really close to hitting senior manager status, and they're not even really promoting Neolife. They're just using the product and sharing their story. And honestly, that's all I've done, guys. I use the product. I share my story with anyone that I think might help. And just a few things that I've learned from my amazing team over the past 7 months. Our team had a retreat, which a few of you got to attend in April. And like most people, I hate talking in groups, and I hate just being in front of the group like this. But I'm getting over that, because when we were at the retreat, Alan Blaine said something that really changed my thinking. And he said, if you are worried about what others think of you, you are being selfish. Get over yourself. Quit focusing on yourself, because they're not even thinking about what you might say or do or look like. So that's really helped me get over the fear of sharing my testimony. Another tip is, just because somebody says no today does not mean they're not going to change their mind down the road. You've planted the seed. Keep using the product. Be that example. Share your testimony. Today's no might be a yes tomorrow. So keep with them. Don't give up on them. And also, don't pre-qualify people. I've had some single moms that make $500 a month that are on the product. She's actually one of my promoters. So if you would have asked me, I would have said no, she doesn't have the money to do it. But she saw the value in the product and the company, and she jumped on board, and I'm really proud to have her as one of my members and promoters. So don't pre-qualify people. The other point that I would love to share with you is, we're natural promoters of anything that we believe in. If it's our church, if it's our favorite candy bar, our favorite pizza place, we're going to share our opinion and tell our friends, hey, you got to try this. And that's what Neolife is. Neolife has created a foolproof business if we follow their steps. So just use the product and share your story. That's as simple as I've made it, and it's really worked. I do most of my business on Facebook, which is really not the normal. I think I've hosted 4 shake parties in the 7 months. Most of my stuff is online, Facebook. I reach out to people. I share my story. I have a Facebook page. It's Be Your Best. You guys can join it if you would like. And it's an open page where I just share tips, my story. I share other people's story. If there's any questions, it's a great place to get them answered. And it's also a great place to get encouragement for the weight loss journey that I'm on. I've got a lot of people that are on that page that are not Neolife users, but they're still there and they're still watching, and I think that it's enough that's keeping them interested enough to stay with the
That's right.
the activity of the page, I guess. So what I do is, if somebody is interested in the Neolife, I have them watch the shareneolife.com link. They watch that 30-minute video. I ask them questions about it, and then I send them out their 3-day sample. And then I do a follow-up. Follow-up is really important with prospects and with your current members. Keep in touch with your current members. See how they're doing. I've noticed that if I don't them often, they kind of fade off and lose their excitement and enthusiasm about staying with the product. So we're their cheerleaders, and that's kind of where I have put my effort, is being everybody's cheerleader. I also do fun stuff with my team members and my promoters. I'll do contests, put it out there on Facebook. Hey, for every member that you sign up this month, you'll be entered in for a free t-shirt drawing. Just did that one. That was fun. We ended up with, maybe 20 new members for the month, so that was really exciting. Also, sell the detox kits. I don't know if you guys really utilize that tool. Great tool for even people that are not using Neolife. Everybody likes a good detox, and Neolife, it has a very good one. So I send those out often, and I'm starting to do a team detox quarterly. So that's kind of fun to do it as a group. I don't know why, but when you have support and you know that they're all doing the same thing, it's easy to make it through those 3 days of detoxing and fasting. So are there any questions that you guys have for me? Anything that I didn't cover, Bob, that you wanted me to?
What did she give for her 3-day samples to new people?
Yeah, ask her, Wayne.
Oh, you did.
Did you hear that question, Lacey?
I didn't.
What do you give for your 3-day samples to new people?
If they are interested in the weight loss part of Neolife, I will send them one shake flavor. So they'll get 3 shakes in each flavor, 1 in each flavor, and then 3 Pro Vitality. If they're interested in energy, I'll send that plus tray and tea, but mostly it's just the Pro Vitality and the shakes. And then they get if they watch that shareneolife.com, they're getting everything that they would have at a shake party. I'm learning though that it is really expensive to send out samples, and it takes a commitment to do that with your business. So if you're able to do shake parties, I encourage you to do the shake parties. But I found that right now sending out samples and doing online with the Facebook is working for me, because we're new in the community and I'm not making a lot of connections in the town that we just moved to quite yet. We have an event coming up in June that I will have a booth at. And so I'm really, and hopefully getting the Shake and Learn parties going. So.
Do you have a Neolife sign on your car or a wrap of any kind at this point? And
I do.
And if so, have you had any results?
I have a car wrap. I've got my car totally marked up with big Neolife on the sides, on the front, and then on the back window. I have not had any customers from it, but I have had comments. So they're noticing. And I think once I start educating and getting the word out of what this is, it's going to take off and it'll be noticed more. So.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else have a question?
What kind of follow-up schedule do you have? Do you call them in 3 days and then call them again later?
I try to follow up with them within the next week for the samples. If it's somebody that I've sent samples out. If it's my members, I Facebook them all the time, at least once a week, if not more. I'm talking to them via Facebook.
So
And-
they're part of your group, and you do it that way as a group post?
No, I do it individually in private message.
Oh, you go to their page and actually
And-
contact them with a message?
Private message them.
Oh,
Yes.
good idea.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. That I've noticed that a lot of people are not ready to put it out there that they're interested. But once they learn and once they try the samples, then they're ready to invite their friends to be a part of the journey with them. So I try to keep it private until they're ready to put it out there.
Lacey, if you had a brand new promoter that said they wanted to build, what would be the top 2, 3, 4 things you would tell them to do?
The first thing I would tell them to do is let's get your 3 for free and get schedule a shake and learn party. Getting the 3 for free has been really difficult for me for some reason, and only a few of my teammates and promoters have done that, and they're the most successful ones. So that's where I would start, was 3 for free, shake party, and then build from there.
Okay.
Great.
Anybody else? Okay, well, Lacey, thank you so much for sharing with us and taking your time, and we congratulate you on your superb, phenomenal growth. And, I should ask you just one last thing. We know the money is coming because your business is growing. What has been the most satisfying, fulfilling part? I know your personal health benefits have been phenomenal too, and seeing your brother lost over 30 pounds his first month, that's got to be exciting. But what would you say emotionally was most fulfilling that has happened from the business?
Honestly, I love getting the emails from all of my team members that say, you would not believe what I'm feeling, or just their posts on Facebook saying what they are benefiting from. That is the most fulfilling thing. And I remember listening to Alan Blaine say that at the shake party, that no money is going to fulfill that heart felt moment when somebody messages you and says, my health has changed. And now I get it. So as much as the money is fun, it's about helping people and seeing them excited about life again. So I have one quick question for your group, and this would probably be another piece of advice for my new promoters, is how many of you guys are going to convention? Awesome. Convention, great, thanks. Convention, I have heard, is a powerful growth weekend for your company. And if you can make it happen, guys. I am so excited. I haven't been, this is my first time. So I know how the retreat was, and I can't wait for convention. So I'm excited to see you all there that are already signed up, and hopefully you other people will give it some thought and get on board. So.
All right.
Thank you, Lacey. Thank you very much.
Thank you.